What's up, everyone? It's Rob of Jam Lemon Records, and we are back with our artist interviews. And today, we got ourselves a really nice treat. My good friend, Jake Kussmaul, straight from Florida, USA. Last time we talked, were you already in Florida, or?
Oh yes, I've been in Florida. I've been in Florida for almost a decade now. Typical of Floridian weather, it's been raining like hell. We are knee deep in hurricane season, my friend.
Well, don't you love it better than 12-inch snow on the ground?
A little bit. It's kind of weird, like when the temperature dips down and it's like cool but also really humid for some reason.
You're not gonna be a stranger when you come to the Philippines. The temperature is just gonna be the same, man.
I bet your hurricanes, typhoons, whatever you have.
Thank you for correcting that.
Rival everything.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a geographical thing, but
that's true. That's true. Yeah, we got typhoons. We just had a typhoon last week, and it's a normal thing here. Jake, please introduce yourselves to our viewers, my friend.
I'm Jake. I've been a singer-songwriter in some form, on and off, since 2004. I do like one-man band stuff, mostly singer-songwriter, very guitar-based sort of stuff, kind of grungy, kind of indie, but you'll like it. It's a lot of reflective stuff. It's a lot of stuff dealing with heartbreak and but also growth and maturity in the process. And Rob has been a big supporter of me for a long time, since I met him back in 2012. He was 29, I was 20. So
God, why do you have to say the age, man?
It's good.
Just kidding.
It's good though. I like to be, have that precise reference point. To your credit, you look good.
Appreciate that. So do you.
Yeah.
Aging like fine wine, my brother. You are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and he's been a great support to me, and I owe him a lot because he's been constantly encouraging me, constantly pushing me to keep creating, keep that creative spirit going. So thank you, Rob, for that.
Dude, well, you deserve it. I mean, there's only a few artists that I know personally who actually has the potential of making great music, and that's who I really push, who I try to encourage, because every one of us deep artists have that self-doubt, have that kind of hesitation every day. But we all know that we got to have each other's backs, and
of course,
you've been a great inspiration for me ever since we've met. We were there was no messenger at the time yet. I think
it was super bare bones, right? Super bare bones. And the voice clips were you're kind of on the phone, you're on the answering machine.
Not much. No, in fact, there was no voice audio message at the time. I think there was a time
we
that
were
I
using
uploaded
Skype a lot more, right? we were Skyping a lot.
We did that once. But I think the more common that we did is we uploaded a video message for each other on YouTube.
Yeah, we did that one. Rob did one on his break, and I did one just kind of sitting around. And I don't know, I did one, you can find it. I originally had it unlisted just for him, but now it's public. So you can see, I was saying, you're a rock star, buddy. Believe in yourself. You're a good guy, in a Pinoy accent. And it just came so naturally. I could have done an American, hey Rob, you've been such a good friend. Thank you. I appreciate your friendship. But that just goes we connected kind of instantly, and it's really special for me because I'm not really used to that. Even now, really genuine, close friendships are like hard to come by. And that's like a lot of what my stuff is based on. Like, you know, relationships of every type that like kind of go awry or sort of at a standstill. But, you know, we learn, we grow as time progresses, and like,
such as like
we don't truly move on. You know, we grieve for eternity, but at least we move forward.
That's true. That's true. Moving forward is what life is all about, man. Like, you know, the only constant thing in this world is change. And I'm glad to have you as my friend in this life, Jake. What has been happening since we last talked? The last release that you did was the 2-track EP, How to Care and So Much More. And it was released August of last year. And great songs. You should check them out. That was the first release that Jake did as his name, as his real name, without his, you know, his previous pseudonym, Happy. We're gonna talk about Happy in a bit, but tell me, how's the feeling of having those 2 songs released and putting your name out there onto the public as an artist?
It's really kind of refreshing, especially since I'm kind of not tied to any name in particular. So whoever gets involved, you know, they don't like, you know, have the ability to kind of muddy the creative process. And not that I am like opposed to collaboration, but just in the past, I've had like very, very difficult and unfortunately kind of, you know, bad run-ins with people where we connected initially, but then stylistically our differences overtook one another. But I'm still, you know, as I've grown, as I've matured, I'm still open as like Jake Kussmaul, and whoever does support me in that collaborative process will have a light shined on them equally, you know? So I'm really, you know, appreciative of that. And, you know, it's just a matter of, you know, having a sound out there that people can relate to. And, you know, I hope they don't get too tied to that sound of those first 2 songs, because there's going to be a lot more in the way of fleshing that out. And it's obvious to people who know Jake because he listens to a lot of music, different types of music, and in fact he also is a music journalist, and he interviews a lot of different artists from, you know, all kinds of genres. So it's not impossible for you, Jake, to come up with a different sound in the future as you go along, and I'm truly excited for that, man. Yeah.
But let's talk about the Happy era songs. Right.
Yeah.
So you've had like you released before, like years ago, like a decade ago. You've released like about 7 songs in total from the Happy CD. Yeah.
It's just about a decade ago. Maybe I'd say like give or take like 12 years. Yeah. And those songs were like kind of by the time it hits the last song of the EP that's gonna come out, that's where I sort of fumbled and kind of made it into a creative slump. So it's very figurative of like what I went through now. Like the last song, I'll give it to you this so you have a preview. The last song is called Drift, and that's where I hold on, and I'm very uncertain, you know, even as I do hold on. And the song just kind of ends on, like, even though you hear that last cymbal crash, it's a very kind of uncertain note. But, you know,
like an open ending of like a film that has an open ending. Like
yeah.
It has that that lingering feeling of what's gonna happen. What does all this mean?
Yeah. And even the name was very uncertain too. I had trouble marketing the name because it included a special character, which was the question mark. See, my original name was Happy with a question mark in parentheses. Because it was like, I wasn't discontent, but my happiness wasn't guaranteed. But with the question mark, I had trouble marketing it because anyone who would like play or download my music would have like a underscore in the file name. So I thought like, oh God, I gotta change it up rather than choose a different pseudonym. I'll just go under my own name. So it was actually like a marketing and like, symbol technicality from the limitations of a computer,
Right. That's a problem with, being in a digital world, and most especially because now we're in this world that everything's almost like, like 90% of the things we do every day is like, it's on the internet, right? But just to clarify it to our viewers, Jake has decided to collect all those songs from his previous releases, those singles, and he's going to release it as an EP under his own name. So these are 6 tracks, and these are Warm, Starfall, my favorite, if you ask me. This Guilt, favorite as well. Wait, Rebels, and Drift. So these are all great songs, and if you've played them like straight up, it's like a bottle of like a liter of alcohol of Red Horse. Well, to me at least. Yeah. And
it's very drifty. It's very kind of, like I said, like kind of uncertain, kind of meandering, but also very angsty, angst-driven.
That's right.
And a reflection of how I was very much in my early 20s.
Yeah. And that's a great thing about these songs, because these are the bookmarks, and all songs that we write, even the songs that become our favorite in certain parts of our lives, are bookmarks of certain points and phases in our lives. And I think it's a great picture of who you were per song, and the experience and of that part of the journey that you were on when you wrote and recorded those songs. But tell me about the process of I think we've already discussed this from previous interviews, Jake, but tell me about the process of your recording.
Well, it's just what I usually do is start off with an idea that's like resonating in my head, and that could like sit with me anytime from like 2 weeks to about 2 months. And then I slowly integrate it. I do lyrics first, and then guitars, and then I think I do come up with those ideas beforehand, and then for recording I program a bed of drums, since I can't drum on my own. And after that I do guitars, and then I integrate bass, for some reason. Because I'm more naturally inclined toward the guitar, I do the guitar first, and then the bass, and then vocals are last.
Right. There you go. It's exactly the same as I would do it, man. It's that's why we're brothers. Yeah. But do you have like a vision when it comes to like the sound of the drums? Like you have like a reference for a certain drum sound, or not just the drums though, just like all the different instruments? Do you have like because your production sounds very much 90s indie.
Yeah.
And I love that atmosphere, that layer, that thick production that you do.
Right.
So
yeah. The instrumentation wise, it goes back to like more kind of angular bands, like I would say like Jesus Lizard or like Dis with a hyphen or Rodan or things like that, but a lot less weird time signature and more like straightforward rock. I get like kind of inspirations from that. Singer-songwriter wise, I really am into like Lemonheads and Juliana Hatfield and Dinosaur Jr. kind of songwriting, like very reflective, but also like very kind of unusual and strange, but poignant. So that's kind of like where my influences are. They're like really obscure for the bed, for the instrumental bed, and then kind of obscure, like popular alternative artists for the singer-songwriter direction.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Man, you got Dando, you got Maskus, man, those are the greatest, right? And I remember that.
And also Hum. Hum is a big influence on me, like the space rock band Hum.
Right.
Like my heroes, like straight up, like R.I.P. Brian St. Pierre, like, I hope you're in a better place, man, but you are a monster drummer. Like, Inlet was a pretty solid send-off for, what it became. But yeah, Hum, and a lot of bands in the Champaign-Urbana scene, like there's Poster Children, there's Honcho Overload. If you don't know what these guys are, they're like kind of adjacent to Chicago, who had like Smashing Pumpkins and Catherine and Liz Phair, Urge Overkill. But that whole scene, that's where I get a lot of my influences. And Catherine too. Catherine from Chicago is another like band that was sort of bested by Smashing Pumpkins, but oddly enough, in the early days, they shared a bunch of members. That's a fun fact.
They did.
Yeah. And then for a brief time, Darcy, the bassist of the Pumpkins, was married to Carrie Brown.
What?
Yeah. That was the thing. That's a little factoid.
I should read up on these, man. That's something I haven't dug deep into yet. Yeah, that's awesome. What age were you when you were listening to these bands, man?
I'd say like maybe like 14, 15, 16. Yeah. And like I kind of just stuck to my own kind of guns because the people I tried to introduce them to were not really keen on it. Like, it's okay, but not really. So I just sort of like found my own sound. And that's the important thing. It's not like, it's not to like get too hung up on what others think about your sound, especially as it's developing,
Exactly. I have a friend. He's an old guy from Zamboanga here in the Philippines, and he does like impromptu jams. He doesn't have like a fixed song, not one, but he does impromptu jams. But he said once that, and I still hold on to this. What do you call this? What's the word? The impressing disturbs the creating. So if you just wanna like impress other people, like if you wanna have like that what do you call that again? If you wanna have that if you wanna have friends and strangers agree with you, then you won't actually have your own sound. You can't create your own original sound, or visuals, whatever it is that you do as an artist. So individuality will always matter.
Yeah, and to kind of wrap this up, it's like you're always going to carry this with you at one stage or another. Heartbreak is inevitable. Discrimination is inevitable. People are just not going to take kindly to you. They're going to dismiss you. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to be totally indifferent to you. just
That's correct.
stick to your guns, man.
That's correct.
Like
Yeah.
like I said, moving on is like something that is like always gonna. You're never gonna truly move on from something, especially grief.
Yeah.
But you can always move forward, and that's how I sort of sum everything up.
Magnificent. Well, Jake,
Yeah.
thank you. And talk about Sum Everything Up. Your EP, Happy, the Starfall EP is coming out very soon. Jake is going to announce it. Jam Lemon Records is going to announce it as well. And stay tuned for that. Jake, we'll catch you very soon. Thank you so much. And God bless you, my friend. Thank you.
All right. God bless you too, man.
God bless you. Later. Bye-bye.
See you, man.